Today we're going to recover the rear seat to our Bronco, and I got this off Facebook Marketplace about a month ago. It's obviously the wrong color. We need to recover it so it matches the rest of the interior. It doesn't look like it's going to be too tough. There, I said it. Taking a look at the bottom of this, this looks like it's going to be fairly straightforward. We got 4 bolts in the back, and that'll detach the back of the seat. And then let's take those hog rings out. The new one actually zips. It's got a zipper. You just zip it over the backing wood and then the foam. So that's pretty easy. Down here you got a couple of nuts to take off for the armrest. Replace that. And then on the base of it there's 4 bolts, 2 on each side, and I'll take the bottom cushion off, and these are just stapled onto this wood. So wow, I think that's going to be pretty easy. The hardest part, which isn't really that hard, is just sanding this down and repainting the frame. So famous last words, this will be a piece of cake. All right, we got everything taken off of the frame. All the hardware bagged. There's the cushions. But look at this frame. This thing's in nice shape. Light sanding, coat of black paint, and we're good. We're not used to working with stuff that's this decent. No rust repair? Wow.
Let's take this.
We had to center it or get it straight on, slip it in there, and it just kind of wiggled up there like a ½ inch at a time. And then when we were zipping this shut, it was really tough to get around this first corner. So what I ended up doing is I used a pliers, to grip this little guy, and pulled it over the first corner here. Firmly, constant pressure. Once we got it past the first corner, then it just flew down here, got it all zipped up. It's got a little wrinkling here. I think that's just from it sitting for so long like that. So hopefully that'll work itself out. Using the old cover as a guide, I found the relative location of the holes in the seat, and I marked it with a pencil here. I'm going to take a nail. Punch that through. And take this punch here. Drive that home. I just have a hole that the bolt can go through. We bolt it back up to the frame. Next up is the base of the seat. This is really a nice shape. But again, it's the wrong color, so we're going to change it out. So I started stapling this cover. I started in the middle, tried to center that, and tack some down here. Then I went over to this side, and then this side, and then I got one in each corner. And then I'll just keep working my way around. So I know there's the right way to do this. I'm not sure if this is it, but this is what I'm going with. This is what makes sense to me. So we'll see how it turns out. On the corners, just overlap it like that, like they did on the original one. And this is what it looks like. I still have these creases. I think when it was packaged, it was folded in half. So maybe those will self-correct over time with heat cycles, but I don't know. We'll find out. That's similar to the backrest, had that same thing going on. So other than that, I think it looks pretty good. Now we'll continue on to the frame. I scuffed up the frame, sanded out some areas that were a little rougher, and we'll put a coat of primer on it and then some gloss black. Interesting to note, this did not have a coat of primer on it. It was just black right over metal. I dusted on some metal etching primer. Hopefully that would be a good base. Got some gloss black. We'll shoot that when this dries. We got snow last night. Hey, what are you guys doing over there? Finished painting the frame. Came out really good. Hey, it's mostly the paint. I'm just a passenger here. So I'm gonna let this dry overnight, 24 hours, and then we'll start the reassembly. In the meantime, I'm gonna try to poke the holes through the floor for where these bolts are supposed to go through. So you can see, if I pull the mat back, there's already provisions for bolts in the floor. These two holes didn't have any kind of receptacle. I put some nut zerks in there, and I think that'll work. The rest of these should be good, although these are different size for the safety belts. inside the armrest, those two studs that come out from the armrest through the holes in the frame, I had to take a clamp and push those two toward each other in order for them to fit through there. They were sprung out a little bit, so push them toward each other and it went in, got the nuts in place. Here it is, seat is reassembled and looks pretty good. Still a little worried about those wrinkles there, but they might work themselves out in about 10 years. What do you think of that, Jacob?
Yeah, looks nice.
Thanks for all your work on this. See, I make it look like I'm doing the work, but this is the guy that's actually doing all the work.
No.
No?
No.
So you're pretty proud of that, of your purchase? The F-150?
Yeah, definitely.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Someday.
Yep.
We get the plow off of it.
Yeah, maybe.
Get it properly insured.
Yep.
All right. Skip. Hey, Skip. What do you think? You have anything to add? Huh? Nothing? All right, we'll put this back. We'll put this in the car tomorrow. It's been a long day. Working with kindergarten kids today. Yeah, can you believe that? They're a good group of kids. See you in the morning. We got the seat installed. Let's back it out of the garage and take a look at it. This will be a cold start. Usually it takes 2 pumps. Let's see if we can do it in 1. There it is. Isn't that cute? It's a cute little seat. I think I figured out how I'm going to get those wrinkles out. 2 big guys sitting on it. Road trip to Chicago. And by then it should self-correct. Then from the back, you can see it doesn't leave a lot of room for storage. I got the provisions cut in here for the seat belts, and they're on order. Should be here this coming week. They're really expensive, so if you know my wife, just don't tell her. It's like $289. So I'm going to use those up in the front and move the front ones back here. Put the nicer ones up front. That's going to wrap this one up, guys. Thanks for watching. Next episode, we're going to work on painting this vehicle. Hopefully in the next couple months as it warms up, we'll get that opportunity.